Pelosi's using that to say, oh, with interstate commerce, we're going to mandate that you have to buy health insurance. That's not their role. Their role should be protecting the border. And they're saying, oh, well, we've got these other things for you. Cleaning up the environment. They're using that in interstate commerce, cap and trade. They're using all kind of things, extensions of the Constitution that are far beyond the mandates or the ideals that our founding fathers had. And the Constitution needs to be protected. The proper roles spelled out in the Constitution. And I would go and every vote make sure that it's following the Constitution. That is a sacred document. And to amend it takes a lot of work and a lot of time. If it needs to be amended, let the people amend it, but it goes back to the people, and it's supposed to protect us.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Flynn. George. Okay.
Just George.
We have a question specifically for Fincher's surrogate. MidSouthTeaParty.org was the first to question the millions of dollars your family has taken in taxpayer-funded farm subsidies. You have declared it was a lie, but have never given an exact amount, accounting. When will we know exactly how much of this money you have pocketed? When will you give an exact accounting? We want to know if your household and your company are part of the 47.4% of income tax filers who have learned to game the system.
So, Mr. Lewis, are you a farmer? No. So it's none of your business how many tax dollars I pocket. Thank you.
Okay. The next question, that said, the next question is for Mr. James. It deals with foreign policy. A few weeks ago, the UN elected Iran to be a member of the Council of Women, which, according to its website, is, quote, dedicated exclusively to gender equality and the advancement of women, unquote. What is your view on this issue?
And I read that article too, and I think that earlier in the article it mentioned how Iran was trying to get on the Committee for Human Rights and quietly just gave that up. I think that China was trying to get on there too. I'm insulted that Iran would be even selected or even considered to be on the Committee of the Rights of Women around the world, since they are clearly one of the worst offenders of rights to women, having policies in Sharia law that believes in stoning women and other terrible treatment of women and human rights. It's one of the many reasons why I feel that the United States needs to dissolve our membership of the United Nations. I think that it's clearly not a system that works for or has provided any productive output for the United States. Any of the resolutions that they passed many resolutions prior to the Iraq War and the dealings with Iran now with their nuclear program. A lot of these UN resolutions go unresolved. So I think that my feeling towards the foreign policy in the UN is that we need to dissolve our membership, dissolve the UN completely, or at least our participation in the UN and the funding that goes along with that.
Okay. Dr. Kirkland. And if you guys ever want me to repeat a question, just ask. I'll repeat it.
I think it had to do with the UN being on the Council for Women's Equality.
Iran being elected to... Just let me read it again. A few weeks ago, the UN elected Iran to be a member of the Council of Women, which, according to its website, is, quote, dedicated exclusively to gender equality and advancement of women, unquote. What is your view on this issue?
Well, I think Iran is a terrible choice. I'm not sure that Iran in its current form should be in the United Nations. They don't abide by UN regulations. They're not a good player in the world. They need to be under the sanctions that they're under. But I do want to say a word about gender equality. I've always been a person who is in favor of gender equality. I wondered why I was, and the reason was I was effectively raised by my mother. My mother was a businesswoman at a time when women were not very active in business, and Margaret Gilligan will remember those days back in Union City. She competed very well against men. I grew up with a very good role model as a woman in the workforce who rose to the top and did wonderful things. So